Hey guys, I guess it's a story. It's always best to start at the beginning, instead of getting right into the basic detail of it. That way you kind of know the background. This is the library that I used to go to a lot to get videos or look at books and things, and they always appeared to be nice to me when I would go, but several times on different occasions they would say that I didn't bring a video back, and I'd have to pay for it. I would before I could get any, before I could get any more out, check any more out, and so I'd walk over to the shelf, knowing the title, them telling me the title of it, and I would find it and bring it to them, and they would fix it. They would show it was turned in then, and this happened at least 3 or maybe 4 times within a time span of 6 months. And then there was one time I went in there during this occasion. I checked out 11. That's the max you can check out on videos, DVDs. And I brought them back, and I picked out 11 more, and I took them. And then when I come back, I checked them in, and I went over the shelf, and I picked out 11, and I came back to the checkout counter, and she only told me I could only get 10 because there's one still out. And with me already having experience of going over to the shelf finding them, but at this point I had a question. I said, why did last time you let me check out 11 if there was already one not returned? To me that didn't make any sense, and they couldn't explain it. And I did. I went to the shelf, I found it, and I showed it to them, and they took it off. But I'm still at question, how did that get entered in there without somebody going in there into my account and minusing that one from my account? That's the only way that could happen. And of course you only got my word on it. They're going to have their word, their side of it, but I'm just wondering if anybody else had trouble at that library, and if they have, leave a comment below. I'd like to learn more. So I went to the main branch and I asked them, what can I do about this? And they told me to get a check-in slip. That way I would have proof of turning the books in. So that's what I started doing from then on, is asking for a check-in slip. Several years later, or a couple years later, I got involved in book writing, and wrote several books. And I got this email from one of the main libraries, and this is it. It's from the Ouachita Parish Library events, and this lady here was going to come up from New Orleans or wherever and introduce her book, Doll Baby, at this branch. And I said, wow, that's pretty neat. Maybe I could get them to do that for me. And then I also found that they also can put it on their Facebook. This is Ouachita Parish Facebook, and they put it up on their Facebook here, showing that she was going to be at that library and everything. And I said, wow, that's pretty good. Maybe they'll do that for me. So I went to the little branch, this one here, and talked to them about doing the same thing for me. And when I talked to the main manager, Ms. Kathy Franks, she gave me an impression she could do that. I showed her the picture that was emailed to me about the lady from New Orleans, and she gave me the idea if she would do that. And she set up a time. This was a year ago, on May the 28th last year, 2015. And she wrote this out, and I brought her a poster of me, meet the author and everything, and she taped this to the bottom of it and put it at the doorway. Well, I didn't get anything on my email next week before this date, and I went back to her and asked her, and she said she'd been real busy and everything, and she would try to do it. Then she said, if nothing else, I'll put it up on our Facebook. Talking about their Facebook, their Ouachita Parish Facebook. And it was a couple days before this 28th, like the 26th or 27th, and I didn't see anything. But with me giving my word, I showed up, and I brought my reader, the guy to read a book and everything. We brought a box of books and a fold-out table and stuff, and set up. We'll come to find out, she never put it on Facebook. She never emailed it out. Never gave me a reason why. And we was only in there for like 22 minutes. We was pushed in and pushed out. We sold a couple of copies, but the people that showed up was from her reading group. Her reading group only. That's the only one she contacted. She contacted her reading group. And this is all that she did for me. And I overlooked that. That's okay. That's fine. We'll try it again some other time. Then I went online and looked at their Facebook and decided, well, maybe I could put something up there about me. You know, not really trying to sell anything, just, you know, some information about, hey, there's a local author. He's learned how to do all these books. He's wanting to share his talents with them and, you know, with people and everything. So I went to the Ouachita Parish Library Facebook, and I put this up on it right here. And I actually went to all these and copied and pasted the same thing. These are all different ones. Some of them are not managed very well. They don't have much pictures, nothing on it. And some of them do. I think this one here did. That's the main one. And a day or two later, I got this email. And I'm suspecting it's from the main branch, advising me, do not do that anymore. And I'm figuring, dang, I can't put anything on their Facebook. What the heck? And I figured, well, maybe the main manager is upset with me for doing that. I don't know if somebody told her something negative about this placement I put up there or not. But I have not contacted her about this. I was just going to wait and give a little time, and then we'd start checking in to see if we could do some book reading. Just let it go. We're just going to let this go and check and see if we can do some book reading. So we're still trying to get in there. So a year passed, maybe a little over a year, and I got my employee to call and set up a reading. And this is what we discovered. Alright guys, tell them where you seen it at. If you like it, like it. And if you want to stay in touch, subscribe. We'll stay in touch. I'll even go check out your channel. Talk to you later. Bye.